Good morning to everybody and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. And today I come to you from an awesome location. It's probably my most famous and favourite location that I have, especially for photographs and videoing. I'm up here at Nelson Bay and at the headland on Mount Tomaree. For those who haven't been up here, it's about a 20-minute walk up the mountain. There are well-defined tracks and with railings, and it's all very, very safe for adults, children and the elderly. And once you get up here, the view is just absolutely magnificent. I've come up here with my children when they were young, with my mother, my father, and lots of friends and family. I've brought my granddaughter up here as well. So she's experienced it and loved it. So let me just give you a quick view. So as you can see there, that's just a view across Port Stephens. It's first thing in the morning. I've just witnessed a magnificent sunrise, and I'm just sitting down here to do another 5am club, just to clock up a few and have a few in reserve, just in case I don't get a chance over the next few days to do a vlog. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me. Thank you very much for sticking with me. It's been a lovely journey. I'm up to well over the 100 mark now. My goal is to deliver 1,000 vlogs over the next 3 years. So I've set myself a target, God willing, to just try and read as many books as I can, find as many magical locations as I can, to deliver some empowering messages to those who are interested in listening and following, and vice versa. I'm also interested in waiting to hear your vlogs and to hear about your messages and lessons that you've learnt over your life, because in many ways we share a common path. Most of us have similar sort of ups and downs. We fall in love, we get married, we have children, we form friendships, we fall out of friendships, and we win friends, we lose friends, we lose loved ones, we get sick, we're healthy, you name it. Life's full of ups and downs, and we all have them. So the important thing is to make the most of the ups and try and minimise the downs. So the topic of that I want to talk about today, which is something which I have got near and dear to my heart, is the topic of the age of reason. Just recently on Facebook, during this COVID-19 pandemic, we've seen quite a bit of stupidity with people talking about their human rights and this, that and the other, and flaunting their arrogance and basically making it really, really hard for the police to do their job. And their job is to protect society, or the majority at least, from the minority who want to flaunt the laws and not follow instructions. So today's topic once again is the age of reason. And what is the age of reason? Now, it's taken me a while to understand what this age of reason is, because I remember hearing about it when I was growing up, and like everybody, we've all had an interesting time growing up. We've gone from being little children to teenagers to adolescents, and then into adults, and we're just continuing to grow and develop over the years. But I had some tough times when I was a teenager. Once again, I wasn't a criminal or really, really bad, but there were challenging times that we all have. But what I've learnt recently is there's a big body of evidence, modern scientific evidence, which suggests that the human brain fully develops around about the age of 30. And when I say fully develops, I don't mean in terms of growth, in terms of size, but in terms of ability to be complete, for its completeness. And what this body of evidence suggests is that you need to get to about 30 for your brain to be fully developed, so that you understand the consequences of your actions. And it makes a lot of sense, because when we're young, we're spontaneous, we just do things, we're emotional, but we don't think out into the future in terms of, where's this going to lead me? Where's this relationship going to lead me? What is this battle going to cause me in terms of future pain? And it's only when you get to an age of around 30, scientists say, that your brain is able to balance the facts with the consequences, so that you can make better decisions. So how do we use this for young people? The way we use it is to make sure that when you're growing up, you have some good role models and some good mentors, people who you can bounce ideas off and get their viewpoints. You don't have to listen to them, and you don't have to do what they tell you. Now, it's very important to understand that. You don't have to listen to them or do what they tell you, but it's important to consider what they have to say to you, because to some extent, if they're over 30, they have a worldview and an ability to see things differently to what you do. I remember when I was young, I had lots of friends, and I thought that my life was going to be full of friendships and that would go on forever. But it's only when you grow older that you realise that friendships, in many ways, are just fleeting. They're moments of time where you synchronise your worldview with somebody else's worldview, or you have things in common, friends in common, interests in common. But guess what? We all grow and develop, and we move on. Some friendships last the test of time, but very, very few friendships do. I remember hearing one of the TV presenters, Peter Credlin, say that you can judge a person by the old friendships that they still have in their lives. Some people don't agree with that, but I'm a person who likes to keep my existing friendships in place. I never like to burn bridges, and I don't suggest anybody burns their bridge, and to keep those friendships in place. And most importantly, it's important and critical to keep family ties in place, because blood is blood. And as they say, at the end of the day, the people that you'll have around you in your hour of need will probably not be your friends. And will probably be your family members, your blood relatives, who are there not for the inheritance, but are there through duty. So on this topic of age of reason, it's also interesting and important to understand that Jesus was 30 when he commenced his ministry. And I've looked back and I've researched this, and the Jewish people have as part of their culture that 30 is the age of reason, and it's only up until 30. So once you're past 30 is when you are considered to be a true man and a true citizen. The ancient Greeks, I've also researched, had up until I think 25 is the age that they used to consider that a person had reached their potential. But it's something to consider. something to take into consideration, especially for the young people, especially for the 20-year-olds and the nutcases that you see on Facebook, just going out of their way to be obnoxious and recalcitrant. Because what you do, what you publish on Facebook will haunt you for the rest of your life. So to those silly people, you know, their careers, their opportunities, their relationships may one day depend on what they did when they're in their mid-20s. So they need to just be a little bit more balanced in what they do and not be fanatical in terms of chasing a cause, because those causes change, and in years to come you look back and go, you know, what was I trying to prove? Anyway, that's enough from me from this beautiful location. Let me show you the sunrise in the background. Whoa, it's nice and bright, but look at that, magical East Coast sunrise. There's nothing between me and that sunrise, no landmass between me and that sunrise, other than South America. Anyway, let's finish off with our positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well. Whoa, and I feel great. To all my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, let's take our advice from today. Let's be balanced in what we do. Let's look ahead to make sure that the decisions we're making today, the actions, the habits that we've formed today are going to be empowering and are not going to cause us grief into the future. And to consider the age of reason. And the age of reason, and I'm saying that it's not exactly 30. Some people mature earlier, other people mature later, other people don't mature ever. But you know what I mean. Take care, have a good rest of the day until tomorrow 5 a.m. I look forward to seeing you again from another wonderful location. Bye for now. I love you much. Cheers.